I'm hoping that by talking about my experience, I could help other people in my situation. Please don't be scared to go to the police. Please don't think you won't get help, because there is help out there and you will be helped. I first met my ex-partner about 9 years ago. We were friends for a very long time, for at least 6-7 years. And then we started a relationship. Always been very nice to me. He's never been aggressive, treated me well. Our relationship broke down and we decided to remain friends. He stated sort of that he wanted us to get back together again. And I didn't want that, but I did want to remain friends. So he would start turning up uninvited, constantly calling me, leaving voice messages and texting. If I wouldn't reply to his texts, he would say, "You must have been in an accident because I can't get hold of you. I'm going to have to call the police to come and see if you're okay." It was more of a nuisance, and I didn't feel at the time it was justice to go to the police, because he hadn't physically attacked me, he hadn't been nasty, he hadn't been abusive in that sense. So I was hoping that he would get fed up. But before I actually reported it to the police, he was starting to turn up more often. On the Monday, I met with a lovely police officer. We went over everything that has been going on. I just asked, would it be okay if you could just ring him and just sort of, and hopefully that would do it, and he would just leave me alone. And they said, yes, of course. I had a phone call to say that somebody had broken into my place, and I had a feeling it was him, because he kept saying he was going to turn up. I called the police, and the police obviously were on their way to my place. And then my neighbour rang and said, your smoke alarms are going on. I think there might be a fire in your place. And so I rang the fire brigade and went to a place of safety. In which time the same officer that had seen me in the day had come all the way over to see me to see if I was okay. Didn't tell me at that stage the extent of the damage that had been done. I still couldn't believe it at that time. It was a bit of an out-of-a-body experience. I gave my statements to the police and I went to stay with a friend that evening. I had nothing, so I had to borrow clothes. I literally had what I had on me. I couldn't go and even go to the shops and buy anything at this stage because he hadn't been apprehended. So I don't think it really hit me until I actually went back and saw the damage myself, how bad it was. And then I realised what I'd lost, literally everything. I almost collapsed when I saw everything. I'd spent 9 years building my home. I've got nothing now. 2 weeks before Christmas, so yeah, I'd lost Christmas presents. And I suppose the furniture and stuff, like my neighbour said, they're just things, and I have to think of it like that. It's the keepsakes, photographs of my mum. There wasn't digital media then, so those are things I can't get back. She's passed away. So I've had to move elsewhere now because of the situation. Very upsetting. I'm glad it didn't go on for too long, because I just wanted it all done and over with, and I wanted some kind of closure, and it definitely made a big difference to myself now that it's over. I feel completely relieved, and that I can move on and have some normality back in my life. If my case in particular, or probably anybody's case, had go on for quite a while, I think it's not very good for the victim, because you would have to relive it again once you've sort of moved on with your life and moved away. And to bring it back up again, I really think more cases need to be fast-tracked. I can't thank Thames Valley Police enough for everything they've done for me.